Hi, YouTubers. Welcome to Trapper Don CT Outdoor Show. We have a nice prime skunk here. Beautiful skunk. Not too much white, but still a beautiful black fur. We got another little one there. We have another one up in the truck. Been catching them around the barn. It's February, and they're beautiful, beautiful fur right now for skunks. And as you can see, I'm outside. This is a spot where I trap, and it's a beautiful day here in Connecticut. It's about 10:15 or so a.m. Monday. I actually deer hunt right over there. There's deer tracks right here. But anyway, those are my tracks. Excuse me. I've been catching some skunks around the barn and stuff. I wanted to show you how I skin a skunk. Now, the skunk was here, okay? And what I did was I did around each ankle and went straight up here. As you can see, I'm using a very pointy knife, okay? And then what I did was I skinned this down, okay? There's his testicle. That's not a gland, okay? As I started, the skin was here, okay? And I went straight up, and I could feel the glands. You could see the glands. 1, 2. So what I did was with the point of the knife just under the skin, I gave myself a wide berth. Skinned around the anus all the way. Gave myself a wide berth. And I only used the tip. It's a razor. If you're going to try to keep the glands, which I do, I drain them after. Being a trap and supply dealer and a lure maker, I want that juice. That's liquid gold. Okay, but as you can see, I gave myself a wide berth. Okay, and you can see these are some meaty glands. They're full. I have the needle and stuff up in the truck. I have a jar. After I drain them, I will cut the pods out and save the pods. But again, as you can see, I gave myself a wide berth around those glands. If you cut the gland and you're just after the pelt, that's not too bad. We're trappers. We can deal with the smell. We know how to wash them and get the smell off. I want the juice and the pods for lure making. Okay? So, once I get the glands and I'm skinned around here, you still got to be careful. Okay? My shadow's hiding it. Use the tip of the knife. You still got to be careful, because the gland is right there. You don't want to puncture it or cut it. Okay? Take your time. I mean, I'm after the pelt and the glands. Okay? In the summer, I just take the glands because the pelts are worthless. But I'm after the pelts too because they're not worthless. And these are some beautiful February Connecticut skunks. I know we all want the ones with the wide white stripes. But I'll tan them, sell them to the fur buyer. Either way, I'm utilizing it. But I just wanted to show you the wide berth I gave the glands. If I squeeze those, I'm going to squirt myself in the face. But as you can see, look how much liquid. There's probably a ½ ounce out of them. This is a big skunk. That's a little female. I'll be lucky to get a ½ ounce out of that. Starting to do the tail just like a raccoon. Taking my time. I'm in no rush. I don't want to squeeze it. Okay, and I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to start slicing the tail. Okay, right down the bone. And I know I'm going slow, and you know, everybody has their own way of doing things, and you're probably saying, Trapper Don, you're going slow. You know, you don't know what you're doing. Well, maybe to you I don't. But I know I didn't puncture that gland. No, that wasn't juice. That was a cyst. And we all know how that is. Okay. Tail straight. Right down the bone. As you can see, I got my gloves. We just did a trapping class yesterday here in Connecticut. And we advocate wearing gloves no matter what you skin. cyst on the tail. Must have had a little infection there, but see it? See that? That's why you wear gloves, boys and girls. Okay? We'll slice the tail here very gently. I'm not speed skinning it. I'm not a speed skinner. I don't want to be. Okay. Skin it underneath. Sorry if my shadow keeps getting in the way. Okay. Some guys are better skinners than me. They'd probably have this thing done in 3 minutes. Okay. Use the tip of the knife. I go right down. Okay. Phone's ringing. You ever notice in Trapper Don videos, whenever I'm trapping or trying to do a video, somebody's got a call or text? Okay, I'm just gently cutting. I'll do some pulling. Take my time when I'm skinning a skunk. Like I said, I know some guys are a lot quicker than me on stuff, and that's fine. Taking my time. You can see I cut the rib meat there. I don't want the guts to start falling out. So I'm going to slice more into the fat. A lot of fat on this skunk. I think I'm going to do the tail a little bit more before I strip it. And I'm probably going to tan my skunks. Whether you tan them or sell them to the fur buyer, whether it's a skunk, coon, or mink, you don't want to mess up the tail. Nope. Got my tail puller here. My little knife holder. My plastic tail puller. Put it right in. Now I'm going to get a firm grip there because those glands are right there. And if you squish those glands, it's going to squirt. Take your time. Pulled out nice. It's a beautiful day, so I'm skinning stuff outside here. I had to come to town, do a couple squirrel jobs, set them up. Okay. So I left the barn and figured it's going to be a nice day. Might as well skin outside. That way if I do nick the gland or something when I'm doing around the gland, the barn don't stink. So, these skunks I euthanized them yesterday, so they're a little cold. They were in the back of the truck all night. Not like they're fresh. Pulling the skunk skin up, down, I mean. Okay, getting a grip. Using the back of my hand to pull it. Okay, they're not hard to skin. The skin comes off relatively easy. Just be very careful you don't cut it around the throat. Put a hole in it. Okay. Starting to peel the skunk off. There's the front leg. I'll pull it on an angle. Okay. Careful, you don't want to cut the throat of the pelt up in there. We all know how possums do. I'll do here around the legs, okay? I can see the pelt. See the pelt line? The skin? You don't want to cut it, but I'm cutting the membrane very slow. And again, be careful of that vein right there. If you cut it like I know I'm gonna, it's gonna bleed all over the place. Okay, follow the skin line. I mean, I just wanted to show you more around the glands. You guys all know how to skin. But look, another pus thing. That's just a good example of why you wear skinning gloves. Disease. Okay? Get that in there. Get the knife point in there. Again, I'm sure whoever's watching this, most of you know how to skin a skunk. I don't gotta go into elaborate ways, or I just take my time. I'm no professional fur. I'm no professional at putting up my fur. Stick your thumb through there, and the skunks. See how I gripped it so it didn't slip? There you go. There's his fingernails. There's one. As I was saying, pull it down, and it's separated. Okay? Pull the leg out. If you have to, cut a little bit around. Cut that fat tissue holding it. Here we go. Bam, right through. Okay? Like I said, I'm no professional fur handler. There's guys out there that are probably watching this laughing. Trapper Don, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Take me about 5 minutes to skin a skunk. Okay? Like I said, I'm just taking my time. You come to the ear. I cut the ear straight off. Don't pull it until it's completely separated. Okay? There's the other ear. Go right through. Separated. And then you can pull a little bit. Probably saying, Trapper Don, you're making it look hard. You're taking your time. You're not a pro. Well, I never claimed to be a pro. Coming to the jaw, coming to the eye. Completely severed the eye. You don't want to make a big eye hole. Turn it around. There's the other eye. Try to get some by the jaw, under the eye, completely severed. And a nice little eye hole.